What's up, No Women Gang, man? It's your boy K5, and we back with another banger, shorty. Oh, snap. I should not have been eating this. My bad. But yeah. Oh, let me take my knocks off, shorty. We got the reason on why no jumper isn't allowed in LA, shorty. Why? We're going to find out why. Do your homework on no jumper not being allowed in LA. And they live in LA. I mean, they in LA with they platform, shorty. Now that's crazy. You don't want to be in LA and told you can't come back there because them LA niggas go get on that.
The thing with LA, just being from Chicago, I can confirm at one point most cities wanted to be like LA. If you were born in the 90s, you played San Andreas and you thought LA was cool, don't lie. And everybody played GTA 5, so even if you were somebody in New Hampshire, you got to experience Los Angeles. Kinda. But LA is seemingly being exploited, and first off, here's a disclaimer. I'm for the kids. I don't support no gang members because gang banging don't pay, and when you die or go to jail, your homies inboxing your girl. But as I was speaking of New Hampshire, it reminds me of a New Hampshire native. And what is this?
How y'all feel about Adam 22?
He not even gonna say nothing. He giving them money.
Yeah.
He's gonna test your character because you paying taxes on her.
Now these are the rolling 40s, and of course you can't just believe everything that's said on the internet, but this
rolling 40s. They got the rolling 60s, rolling 40s. I bet you there's a rolling 20s because these niggas be on some weird stuff, shorty.
could mean a couple things. For extra, if you don't know who this is a guy that goes on no jumper, goes to jail, gets out, goes back on no jumper, then goes to jail again. And he's from the rolling 40s, and as a major reach, they could be speaking on how Adam was supposedly paying for extra to come on the platform, or as less of a reach, they are speaking directly on him being extorted by them. But would Adam do this, or would he just simply rely on the police and security for protection? Obviously that's more likely, because no one set can just protect you if somebody wants you dead. But this video could be capped, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. If it's true, that just adds a whole nother layer to what I'm about to say. Now, I completely understand documenting something that's already public information and interviewing people that your audience wants to hear from. But if your audience just wants to hear gang members threaten and diss each other on a podcast, then you've built the wrong type of audience. Now, 8 years ago, No Jumper had a real presence in all of hip-hop, whether we want to admit it or not, rather than just being a place where LA gang members go to get exploited, when these same dudes from LA could clearly make more money just having their own YouTube channel. But remember, back in the day,
these niggas be blowing it, bro, like they don't know, bro. Having your own platform and go talk about stuff, you can make way more money, shorty. But no. These niggas probably be too big and don't want to do that type of stuff because they think it's niggas weird that do YouTube and stuff. But, hey, this weird nigga get on your ass, and that's all my life I would. Do your homework on that weird nigga get on your ass because they call you weird for doing YouTube or doing some type of content that better your life. These niggas be goofy till you step on a nigga toes and show them you ain't just a content creator, so do your homework.
Hey, they did a vlog with Youngboy, Juice WRLD, X, Bad Baby was there as a teenager. That's not weird at all. And even King Von. But something happened a few years ago that kind of changed all of this, and I'm still not sure what it was. Being on No Jumper used to mean that you were building a buzz and doing something right in music, and then for a while it just became if you were a gang member from Chicago or LA. Regardless of what they did in the streets, they would always seem to go to jail right after they left No Jumper, as if the police in their hometown wasn't investigating them until they got on here, but this could also be a reach. But I just can't forget when Bando KD, a rapper from Chicago, went to jail right after leaving the No Jumper interview where Adam said the Chicago police contact him all the time. Now,
I did hear about Bando KD. Why he wanted for a murder or something for the longest, and then he got on No Jumper, and all of a sudden he got caught?
probably cap, but surely the police had enough information to arrest him before he went to No Jumper. Anyway, similar things happen with Vlad, but here's the thing, right? None of these interviewer platforms can exploit you if you don't come. And I heard that No Jumper doesn't even pay everyone that comes on. You have to be somebody that can demand a payment to get one. And even when you do get paid, it's still a lot of setup activity going on. When FYBJ Maine was on his No Jumper run, his car got broken into and he lost thousands of dollars worth of equipment in this totally random car burglary where even though the parking lot was full of cars, these guys went directly for J Maine's car as if they were looking for it. And Trench's News, a YouTuber from Chicago, said that after he had to haggle with No Jumper to pay him for an interview since they didn't want to, they tried to put him in a hotel of their choice, which seems nice, but do you really want No Jumper to know where you gonna stay at while you in LA? Now, most of the guys...
Yeah, that is crazy. For No Jumper to know where you stay at while you in LA is crazy because they know all these LA gangbangers and could send them. Go get your... right at your door, shorty. Imagine somebody sending niggas right at your door, bro. Now that's insane.
As they come on here, it seems like they just coming on for a free flight to LA because that's all most of them get. And if they already live in LA, I don't know what you get. But one thing that separates him and Vlad from Trap Lil Ross is that Trap Lil Ross won't do his homework on your personal life just to bring you on his channel and tell you what some guy said about you to try to get a rise out of you. Or ask about any affiliation to a gang you have because, well, if you're a gang member or have any personal conflict that can just be researched and found on the internet, there's no need to bring it up and gossip. It's already out there. So if I'm asking you a question like this as an interviewer, it's a rhetorical question. I just want you to give me a reaction for views. Like when Adam asked X4 was he in a shootout recently, he was hoping that X4 would just crash out and give him a whole rundown, but using his brain, he just stared for so long off into space that I thought my computer froze. And I wasn't the only one either. It was just that well played. This is really just the best response. I encourage people, especially if you're a gang member, just go on No Jumper or Vlad and do this the whole time. Now again, it's hard to defend people that go on some of these interview channels because some of them won't.
Because a lot of these niggas get on this platform, they be like, yup, I did it, all types of stuff. All the time. The niggas don't know, like, the police have a life too. Police have a life just like we do. So when they get off work, they come home chilling, watching videos. Oh, let me go watch No Jumper. He probably dropped some new stuff. Oh, he said this? What the? You know, shit like that, bro. Like, these police, bro, they regular people. They be on the media just like we do, bro. So watch out.
Want their beef to be public. And some of them not even gang members. They just want their whole personal life to be public, even though they're not the ones getting paid for it. But if you're going to do something like that, you can't just let somebody else profit off of it more than you. Most of these guys have no idea how YouTube works or how YouTube pays. Crashing out on someone else's channel is a nice way for you to pay their bills. My goal is not to down anybody for how they make money, at least not completely. That would be too easy. I don't know Adam 22 and I never will because I would never do an interview and you just don't need to. YouTube didn't recommend my channel to all you guys watching because I did an interview. And my mama told me not to judge a book by its cover, but there's something about this guy that seems very not genuine. I might be a little biased because he's like a Satanist or something and I can't get...
No, you hear the stuff he be talking about in the videos, bro. When them videos, bro, you talking about some wild stuff, shorty. Adam is a weirdo. I ain't go. Do your homework on Adam, shorty. Do your homework on Adam. He let niggas hit his girl. Niggas let niggas hit their girl is crazy. But yeah, do your homework on Adam, bro. You're goofy.
Get down with that, but this is LA. Clout is such a powerful drug that you got actual gang members letting Adam interview them for what? If you get invited to do an interview on this channel, that means you could have probably made your own money on your own channel. I'm sure he would have no interest in LA if he didn't get views from guys like Crip Mac and Brick Baby. You know why I made so many videos on Chicago? Because that's where I'm from. It's so much easier to talk about things you care about, and I care about the young guys in the streets not making the same mistakes I've seen happen over and over again. And I know the YNs don't listen. I didn't listen until I was grown, but somebody needs to hear it, and hopefully...
Yeah, that's no bad, though, because I didn't listen until I was grown, too. I wasn't listening to nobody. Especially, I can't listen to nobody that's not where I want to be, so I be thinking I know everything sometimes. I ain't go back to you. Especially when you not where I want to be, or not even trying to get nowhere in life. I ain't trying to hear nothing from you, because what's coming out your mouth is something that you never did or condone. Then do your homework.
I can just reach a fraction of them. But the day I'm 40 years old, inviting gang members to my place of business and asking them about something they op said, then you know I don't care nothing about these people. Look at Brick Baby right now, sitting in jail. He really thought Adam was his friend, and as soon as Brick Baby said,
"No, bad, bro. You thought you thought Adam was your man's. Brick Baby go get on the platform, have a gun when you know you're not supposed to have. Come on, bro."
Brick Baby right now, sitting in jail. He really thought Adam was his friend, and as soon as Brick Baby say Adam ain't been answering the phone, Adam says, "Oh, you know what? He actually owes me money, and I ain't got it like that." But why didn't he say this to his face? He said it on camera just fine as Brick Baby is sitting in a federal facility, but you could have just said it on camera while he was at your table. But he probably scared the Brick, and that's another problem. These guys in LA might feel like they had an upper hand because they believe Adam is afraid of them deep down in his heart, and they're probably right. But guess what? The judge that handed you down that sentence is probably scared of you too, but you sure don't got the upper hand on him. It's just not in my nature to insult someone based on their occupation because everybody...
It did make a lot of sense on that one, bro, because you ain't got the upper hand on the judge neither, shorty. They might be scared of you, but He got the upper hand, shorty.
Including my Chicago people, y'all are the ones who give this guy content. And this channel was doing just fine and even better before this type of thing started happening. It might be hard to remember, but it used to have some respect in pop culture. The hottest artists and influencers used to want to go on this channel, but now we've gotten to the point where a 41-year-old man is inviting a 20-year-old girl and her boyfriend on his platform just to offer her $1 million to leave him and make adult content with him and his very strange wife. This is not cool.
Now that got to be the corniest, lamest I ever heard in my life. You went to go get this man and his girlfriend just to talk about using her with $1 million. Using her. Buying her for $1 million to come do content with them. That is diabolical, shorty. That's diabolical.
I don't care what they do. When Adam was 20, she was a newborn. Like 100. I do not believe you are a gang member, at least anymore. I know the informant title gets thrown around a lot on the internet, but an actual informant will be a gang member that got arrested and let back on the streets to keep tabs on people. And the Jack Doherty thing, he gets robbed in LA, probably traumatized if it wasn't all staged. Either way, he's on No Jumper a week later, which we know that his interview probably didn't come out the same day it was filmed. So did this man get robbed after he came to LA specifically to go to No Jumper? And no matter how you look at it, if Jack staged it for clout, if Adam and Jack staged it to build hype for the interview, or if he actually just got robbed after touching down in LA for an interview, it's all bad. There's no scenario I can think of that isn't weird. But again, if you feel like the best way to get at your ops is to go on somebody's platform and make them $10,000, I don't know what to tell you. But that's...
Yeah, that is crazy. What I say? Diabolical. You'll rather go on somebody's platform and give somebody else $10,000 for you talking about your op? It's crazy. Do your homework on Goofballs. Stay tapped in. Like, comment, subscribe for your boy, Bill. We about to turn these Jones up, shorty. You know that. What? 3 videos dropping tonight. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open. And there's no limit to nothing you want in life.